This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
All right. Now, after 114 years, the Boy Scouts of America is changing its name and rebranding as Scouting America. This shouldn't come as a shock because they need to rebrand because their scoutmasters were fondling the Boy Scouts.
Hey, you get your handy badge?
So usually people like to rebrand after that.
Think about it, Boeing.
Right, exactly.
Boeing's going to call themselves the Boy Scouts of America.
Right. They say it's to reflect their ongoing commitment to welcome every youth and family in America to experience the benefits of scouting. It goes into effect on February 8th of next year for their 115th anniversary.
Oh, my.
Now, girls have been allowed since 2018, and over 6,000 have already made Eagle Scout. So nothing's really changing there.
Wait. What now? Girls were since when?
2018.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did not. I remember that.
Well, then you can't even call it Boy Scouts anyways.
Right.
If you got Girl Scouts in there.
Right.
So that didn't feel. I'll bet the testosterone charged conservatives are all hell bent for leather on this one.
Oh, they are. And I was like,
Sean Hannity, where's the testosterone? Where did it all go?
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure part of the rebranding strategy is also because of the molestations.
I would think that would be a very righteous call on your part.
You know?
That is a rebranding. Probably to look over here. Wow, new shiny name.
Right.
Less handsy. Huh.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
The point is just to make sure that people know it's not just for boys. Their CEO called it a simple but very important evolution as they seek to ensure that everyone feels welcome in scouting. More than few people have already pointed out there's already something called Girl Scouts. So is this really necessary? Why are people so dumb? Most don't realize that the two groups aren't actually affiliated because they refuse to spend at least 2 seconds doing a little bit of research before they spout off online. The Boy Scouts of America was
That's
founded...
me, actually. I never do research. Spout off online.
Boy Scouts of America founded in 1910. Girl Scouts launched 2 years later and still caters exclusively to young women. No word yet from the Girl Scouts on the rebrand, but they weren't exactly thrilled when the Boy Scouts allowed girls in 2018 because it's hurt their recruitment efforts.
You know what they ought to call the whole spiel? They ought to just call the whole unit Scout Warriors.
Well, they're two different units, though.
No, everybody can be a warrior. Just saying girls and boys can be a warrior.
Sure.
Anyways.
Yeah. Are
they still camping? I mean, are they actually out in the woods? And they haven't taken that part out, have they?
Well, I think they're still out doing it, but the problem was the molesting was happening during the camping, so I don't know how many parents are comfortable with it going on.
Right. Could we have the scouting without the
touching?
The sleepover in the tent with everybody?
Can you just scout with my kid from 12 feet away at all times?
Can you scout where I can see you? Can I just scout where I can just keep an eye on everybody?
Yeah, you can't trust anybody with your kid.
Yeah.
Especially, it's just the reality of it all. Sorry, not sorry.
I don't disagree with that, dude.
So, and that includes family members, by the way.
Yeah.
Both organizations offer similar outdoor experiences and high adventure opportunities, but only Girl Scouts delivers a girl-centered, girl-led environment. Oh, where's the people being like, well, what about the boys? The boys need a boy-centered environment.
What's a weebelow?
I don't know. Isn't that a step in the process?
For the pre-scout, aren't you weebelow?
I know.
And then there was a name for the girls, I thought too. I was in the Scouts for
a Cub Scout of the 5th rank who is at least 10 and a half years old and is preparing for entrance into Boy Scouting.
Is a weebelow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, so complicated. Kids just want to go camping, and here we are just trying to make it sound better. Yeah.
I don't know.
Who runs the Boy Scout? They're their own company, right? They have a council.
Who's in charge of the Boy Scouts?
I have to admit, I have not been keeping up on this.
Well, I don't... Roger Mosby, but I get a bad vibe from that dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my kid ain't going out in the woods with him.
Yeah, don't you get a bad vibe?
He's a little too eager to take some kids out in the woods.
Like, I got bad energy immediately.
We ought to be talent scouts.
Yeah.
All right, now, let me have a look at you. No, you're not going in the woods.
And then, okay. I wonder how much this dude makes. He's 73 years old. I'm sure he's really in touch with what kids need to learn.
I remember when I was in gym class, girls had got to do girl push-ups. So they got to keep their knees on the ground.
Yeah.
Do we even that part out now, or do we still break that up?
I don't know. I think modified push-ups are for anybody that can't do a real push-up.
Right. Boys and girls. I tell you that time I ate a brownie.
Nuh-uh.
I got kicked out of.
Guess how much the CEO of the Boy Scouts makes?
Oh, no.
Nah.
It better not be $10 million. No, they don't have that much money. $3 million.
$521,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of. He's 73 years old. Why
don't they just do a name by vote? Why don't they just throw a bunch of...
Oh, he used to make more until the press made a ruckus about it. And then they were like, we better back off that salary a little bit. Oh, for Christ's sake. I hate everything. There's like nothing pure anymore. The leader of the Boy Scouts is a total douchebag. Thank you.
Welcome to our new organization called Low Expectations. If you get to camp, you get to camp. If not, don't be a bitch about it. You are welcome to our new organization called The Weakest Link. We'll leave you in the woods if you don't...
What, dude, texter, what makes him a douchebag? You have to explain to me. Because I got douchebag vibe immediately from that guy, but whatever.
Well, he looks like a fat child in a big adult Boy Scout suit. That gives off the vibe. I'm sorry.
Right, like he's like, I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
I say when we camp and where we camp.
You know,
Yay!
Yeah. Oofda. Were you in the Scouts?
Yeah, for very, very. You got to remember when I was a kid, we were already in the woods trapping and building forts, and when we were freaking 7.
Yeah, same.
Oh man, I had a 22 when I was probably 6.
Yeah.
But we lived out. I mean, dude, this is the wild 70s, man. We were out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody cared. We left on Friday, came home Sunday night. Nobody even rang the bell.
I know.
You got enough 22 ammo to get you through the weekend? All right, see you whenever. Don't shoot your eye out. And that was pretty much the drill for us, anyways. You grew up out in the country.
Yeah.
We were really self-sufficient, dude. And so we had my buddy John wanted me to be in the Boys. I went to some meetings and I'm like, I've been doing this stuff for like 10 years. I was a grizzled veteran.
Yeah.
It's like I don't need a badge.
Right.
We're already out in the woods.
Well, and I didn't want structure with it.
I didn't
I'm
either.
Doing stuff on my own.
That's exactly what I thought, and we did our own thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not gonna. I don't need a manual on how to build a fire.
Well, and
build a tree fort.
And other kids always really annoyed me. Like, I don't know. I thought they were kind of babies, and I didn't like dealing with their stupid questions. Like, nothing much has really changed in my adulthood.
That's what I was just going to say. I mean, but it's more fun this way.
Right?
It's more fun questioning things, making up your own mind.
Yeah.
More satisfying.
Yeah, whatever. I was in the same thing. I was building forts by my own damn self down by the river. And
you were probably, weren't you milking cows when you were
pulling tits for a long time and catching snapping turtles out back. And
that was your
whatever.
That was your Indian name on Spring Green, pulling tits, wasn't it? Isn't that what they...
My native name, you dick.
Oh, sorry. So what do we do? What happened to the BSA thing? Didn't they shorten that up years ago to BSA?
I don't know.
That'd still be Boy Scouts. I guess that wouldn't work.
Right. Scouting America.
So if girls are allowed in Boy Scouts and women can be anything they want to be, who cares if they change the name? Do you care?
I could not care less.
Talk about crap that doesn't affect my life. Are you kidding me? I'm having a hard time drumming up any energy for this conversation.
I know. But the feathers are ruffled.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. I don't know.
Oh, right. Well, they're woke and nothing good comes from wokeness. And it's weakness, not wokeness.
Oh. Okay.
But no,
or it's a rebranding.
I would agree and concur and take that side before I said they were worried about whether somebody was unhappy with the name.
100%.
I think they might, and I'd have to do a little more studying on this to see if they're in the struggle of their life to keep people in that organization.
I think the Catholic Church should take some notes here and maybe rebrand themselves.
Right. The Catholic Church? Right.
Now they could be the Church of Cheez-Its or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, anything. Look over here.
Anything, right?
What? Dudes in funny hats. What?
Michelle texted in and said, let's put the pervy scout leaders and Catholic priests on an island and they can have their own club.
Well, yeah, they have an image situation. I mean, that came up during Baby Reindeer. Man, we were crying last night during that scene. Did you cry?
It was bad.
I'm sorry. We're pussies. I'm sorry. Pussies.
It's bad.
We're pussies.
Yeah.
But there's a moment in Baby Reindeer that caught us off guard.
Yeah.
When he talked to his parents and was, being honest with what he was doing with his life. But you'll find out for yourself. It just ties in with us a little bit. But, so, and it's going to be called what? Scouts of America?
Scouting America.
Scouting America. That's not a bad name. What's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing is wrong with it.
It's got a little adventure in it, Oh, don't say boy. Why can't boys just be boys? Why can't boys just hang out with boys? Well, you said it. I mean, it's proven. You gotta undo it.
Yeah.
And so that's how you start.
Right.
This has been.
And don't you think
since
part
the beginning
of
time?
Like, as we're starting to learn more about how these predators operate, we can also be more proactive about disturbing the systems that allow them to be how they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Making it harder for them to offend.
Yep.
And I think having all of these people together makes it harder for them to offend. I just do.
Well, look at the change coming with that's happened since Larry Nassar got nailed.
Right.
I talk about a sea change.
Right. Yep.
I mean, it took a lot of brave people to come forward to make that happen, but that's when it happens. Anyways, I don't know, dude. Scouting America. That's not bad.
Just give it a try. Or don't care. I'm you know what? I'm probably, after this news break is over, I'm never going to think about it again.
I mean, there's almost a difference. I mean, let kids be kids. It feels like a difference between an all-male golf club, Augusta, hey. And kids and scouts.
Right.
That seems like a leap.
100%.
To me.
Leave it to the adults to make it all weird.
There it is.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
By the way, if you want to check out some stuff on the Boy Scouts, 2022, Irene Taylor produced Leave No Trace, A Hidden History of the Boy Scouts for Hulu and theatrical release, which examined the history of abuse and cover-ups. It's been going on since the mid-'70s. And there was a $250 million slush fund for the victims. So in
what does that sound like?
2023, Netflix released Scouts Honor, The Secret Files of the Boy Scouts of America. Both documentaries make reference to the perversion files. So I'll just leave that there if you want to continue your research.
God, that's good. That I don't know that I can watch that.
So probably not comfortable, but it's there for your viewing pleasure.
So then what do you do with all those people? Because that's not just one person being complicit with it. It's
Well, you pay. Well, they die off and you pay off. What's your question? I mean, what do you mean?
well, like how aren't all those people in prison? Down to the goddamn person writing the check.
I know in Arizona, the church was part of the cover-up for the Boy Scout organization. That's where one of the bigger slush funds came from. I don't know that answer. And probably some are. Or maybe the time, what do they call it? What's the law?
Statute of limitations, yeah.
Eesh. Creepy.
Ugh.
So, anyway.
Gross. I'm going
to... The dark side. Yeah.
All right.
Why can't we have nice things?
Because we're surrounded by assholes. PC2.
Yes.
Here we go.
You've seen them in horror movies.
My God, he's got a machete.
Skits on Saturday Night Live.
Let me cut that sandwich for you.
Okay. And Looney Tunes for years.
Yeah, that's a big knife, Doc.
Just what is it about a machete? It's time to talk about it.
Oh, Greg.
The JJO Morning Show's A Touch of Machete.
Ja, buddy. Two things have collided: pickleball and machetes.
Oh, it was inevitable.
It really was. A man is accused of threatening a group of pickleball players with a machete at a North Naples community center late Saturday night. A call was received about a man threatening people at the courts shortly before midnight at the Pelican Marsh Community Center.
Was the pong going on at midnight?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Which I'll argue you should not be playing pickleball that late at night.
Right.
It's loud.
That's evil, yeah.
Deputies say the man had a strong odor of alcohol. Well.
And he was in a Boy Scout master uniform. Oh, no.
According to the report, the victims and witnesses say Joseph DeVal, 54, was just tired. He just wanted to go to bed, man.
Yep.
Aggressively approached the courts, yelling at them while kicking and pushing chairs. He then reportedly returned to his vehicle and grabbed a machete.
Eesh.
I also carry a machete in my vehicle.
I don't blame you if you're being honest.
Before threatening the victims, saying that he would beat their ass.
Now, what do you do when some guy comes at you with a machete?
Well,
what's the prison rule?
You have to act crazier than they are.
Right, you have to go absolutely ballistic on the guy. I know it seems like you should run, but
right.
No, stand your
run
ground and
towards them.
Act insane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Duvall told the deputies he felt threatened by the victims after they told him.
And if at worst, all you got to do is outrun the fattest pickleball player.
Right. That's right. Or trip him. Yeah, exactly. After they told him to leave, and he grabbed the machete, being the, quote, macho man that he is.
Oh, yeah.
He attempted to make them leave. Deputies arrested DeVal and charged him with 4 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intention to kill. But can we go? I want to focus on. I'm going to give the machete guy a pass for now because I want to focus on the assholes playing pickleball at midnight.
Yeah, that's pretty late. That's pretty noisy. I mean, you can YouTube the sound of pickleball if you don't know it. I mean, it's pretty distinctive.
Yeah.
A sharp sound.
Right. And it's the same frequency,
same frequency
repeated over and over again, and it will drive you insane.
You think the F-35s drive you crazy? Can you imagine living at the airport and they put a pickleball court up right next to your house in the park?
Dude.
I pray for F-35s to stop the ping and the pong.
I'm kind of on the drunk machete guy's side here.
Right.
Yeah, that's just pretty disrespectful to be playing that late at night. I mean,
how is pickleball? Do we have any case studies on how that is for older people? I know older people play it, but I mean, all that running and starting and stopping and joints and tears and groins and how we doing there?
I don't know.
We okay?
I don't know.
All right, just checking.
Let me look.
I mean, it's got to be some upside to it. You're out there moving around. It's got to be good for you.
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
But look, here we go. Here we have an article. Pickleball-related injuries are on the rise.
This is the good stuff. What? Knees, I assume.
Okay.
Probably knees.
Okay. As pickleball's popularity has skyrocketed, so have the number of serious injuries among players.
All right.
Bone fractures
Wow.
related to pickleball have increased 200%
That's incredible.
over the last 20 years.
You got to build your endurance up, man.
Well, I don't think that's going to help with your bone fracture.
Yeah.
That's like you fell and broke something.
Yeah. Right.
Most common pickleball injuries. Overall rate of injury is likely much higher. The new analysis only looked at fractures, not the most common soft tissue injuries like sprained ankles or debilitating knee injuries, damage to the ACL. Other common pickleball injuries include rotator cuff,
Yep.
worsening of arthritis, Achilles tendon tears, strains, and foot fractures. The vast majority of fractures found in the new study, 92% of them, occurred during falls.
I would think that.
What about the other 8%? Was that like you get nailed by a pickleball going 100 miles an hour and it shatters your bones?
I would think the social aspect for older people,
Yeah.
unless you're in a golf cart community, would be probably pretty significant.
Yeah.
Do you think getting out of the house? Hanging out with-
100%.
I don't know. I don't know that world, so I don't know.
I also am not in the pickleball world. Not that I wouldn't try it. I 100% would. I'm just.
Wonder if I can drink as much playing pickleball as I do when I golf. It's just so inconsistent. Probably not. I probably
jostling around in your tummy.
I'd barf all over the place. Hang on. Shots.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
No,
what?
it's good. Like, I just recently started doing, like, group fitness stuff. I used to always do it on my own, and I really like the group aspect of it. It's nice. And there's, like, the same lady I run into every Tuesday. Yep. She's super nice, and I don't know. There is something to be said about that social aspect of it all.
Well, you carry each other. I mean, Christy does Orange Theory, so she likes.
Is that a group thing?
Oh, sure, it's a pretty good group thing. But that's pretty intense. That's 1 hour of just like boot camp.
Right. Okay. Database and researchers used the database that the researchers used to explore the topic. The Consumer Product Safety Commission's National Electronic Injury Surveillance System. Contained a representative sample of injuries gathered from 100 U.S. emergency departments. Her and her colleagues found descriptions of 377 pickleball-related fractures in the database. Women, especially those 65 and older, were more likely than men to experience a fracture. Most of those fractures were in the upper body bones, like the forearms and hands. I bet you from falling.
Yeah.
And going to catch yourself.
Sure. Hips and shoulders.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, even though women had more fractures overall, men, you big crybabies, were 2.3 times more likely to be admitted to the hospital after breaking a bone. Women are just like, I'm going to shake it off. It's fine. Men's fractures tended to be in the bones of the lower part of the body, like the hip and femur. Oof. Damn, you going to break a femur playing pickleball?
Like the 85-year-old weekend warrior. Just balls out, dude.
So, yeah, like you said, you need to ease into it. You can't just pick up a paddle and start going all wild.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's probably more expensive to die on your couch. I mean, it's probably the benefits certainly probably outweigh the negatives.
Oh, yeah. Any sport you do is going to have risks.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like.
Look at those guys that die during skydiving.
Well, that's not a sport.
What? Oh. Okay, forget that one. I do want to try it.
Terrible example.
I do want to play pickleball. I don't know why we don't go find it.
Those pickleball courts that just went up over by you guys.
I think we do have some. I just want to try it. I might go crazy.
It's right there on Windsor.
I might sell the Harley and start a pickleball club.
Who knows, dude? All right, man. Well,
I need a gang name for my pickleball. I'll come up with something that give me a minute.
Okay.
It's got to be intimidating and scary and boys only.
Oh, boy. Wouldn't it just be the Pickle Boys?
The Pickle Boys. That's not intimidating.
It's not?
Here come the Pickle Boys. They look angry, but they're undefeated. There's their leader. He's got the little spinny helicopter thing on his head. No, we are not the Pickle Boys.
Well, I'm shocked that these people could even play pickleball at that time of night. You would think.
Oh, yeah, sure. You'd think there'd be a cutoff, but they turn the lights out
Yeah.
at midnight.
Because
Maybe it's what city was it? Where was it?
even on a Saturday, North Naples,
North Naples.
even on a Saturday night, midnight is late. Oh, they look like a bunch of weenie heads, too.
Well, Naples over, what, Bonita, Fort Myers, that's down there. I mean, I guess that's where the hurricane hit, wasn't it? Down just north of Naples?
He looks like us, dude.
Oh, that machete guy?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on. He just wants to take a nap.
He looks like something that came in from the park, if you know what I'm saying. But I mean, hey, everybody's got a breaking point, right?
Yeah, and that would probably be mine.
Yeah, it's he hit his breaking point. He's like Lieutenant Kurtz in Apocalypse Now. We got to send someone to go in and kill Kurtz. Yeah, crazy.
The baby Dills.
You're not helping.
The Gherkins.
The well moisturized Gherkins. Baby Dills is kind of ironic. I mean, I like Baby Dills. I don't mind it.
Who doesn't like baby Dills?
Yeah, I love Baby Dills.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Now, there's drunk driving, and then there's drunk driving. Authorities in Wisconsin arrested a 22-year-old for driving 121 miles an hour while intoxicated, which I never understood. Why are you driving fast if you've been drinking?
Well, how drunk was he?
Let's see. It doesn't say. It was Thursday, May 2nd, shortly before 11:15 p.m. A deputy observed a vehicle northbound Highway 151 at a high rate of speed. The radar indicated a speed of 121 miles an hour. And then they did a traffic stop obs. Upon contact with the driver, later identified as Bailey A. Lloyd, 22 years old.
He had a good head of steam. I'm shocked he stopped.
From Janesville. Deputy observed multiple signs of intoxication. He did the field sobriety testing and was arrested.
Was wearing no pants.
OWI and misdemeanor bail jumping. With warmer weather, there will be more vehicular traffic as well as pedestrians, said officials at the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Driving at these speeds while sober is extremely dangerous, let alone intoxicated.
Did it say what type of car it was?
No. On average, more than 18,000 speed-related crashes occur every year in Wisconsin. Yeah. Excessive speed is the most common cause of traffic crashes.
My daddy said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Looks like it's a Ford.
It's a Mustang?
Pickup? No.
A pickup
truck, yeah.
Oh, wow. He must, let me see.
That's what I got.
Must have been in a Raptor. Oh.
You can't really tell.
It's like a 150. Too crazy.
It's one of the most common cars.
Yeah, I mean, everything goes 120 miles an hour these days.
Well, I don't know about everything.
Well, most does.
You trying to get the Jeep up to 120 yet?
I mean, no, but
friggin' bolts falling off of it.
I bet it would get close.
I can't even. You get that thing up to 70 and it's shaking. You know, when I drive the Jeep, my arms go numb. That's how much it vibrates.
Okay, let me open the phones up here. What's the fastest you've went lately? And then I'll tell you my story. 321-0941. For whatever reason, don't incriminate yourself because I'll make a public arrest or whatever they call it.
Citizen's arrest?
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't want to. The Pickle Boys will come down and beat your ass.
God, you're a kinky bastard.
321-0941. What's the fastest you've went lately?
90.
And why? For you, really? Is it 90?
Yeah.
Pretty.
It was on accident.
It's true. I know. You don't even know you're doing it.
Well, when I'm on the phone with my girlfriend and she starts saying naughty stuff, I drive faster and I don't even realize I'm doing it.
What's the cleanest version of the dirty thing she said you can say on the radio? Oh yeah. Hang on. I need music for this.
I don't know.
Did you pass the Gherkins?
Well, it was a description of what she wanted done to her.
Oh yeah.
Am I waiting for music?
No. I'm just shining my pickle over here. Everything's fine. Oh, yeah. Dirty talk with the lesbos. Oh, yeah.
Wish people could see your stupid face right now.
I'm quivering. I'm never into the circle of trust with the lesbos, so I'm very, very excited. This never happened.
She was just explaining some oral stuff that she was, wanting. And that was, enough to get me going 90 miles an hour. And then I was like, oh, my God.
How descriptive does she get? Does she?
Yeah. I told
like my tongue is going here and all that stuff. No kidding. I'm going to start here, and then the tongue's going to.
Yeah, and then there's adjectives in there.
Give me one. Just give me a.
Warm.
Oh, yeah. God, I was hoping you'd say that. That's the big one right there. That's the big one.
What's wrong with you?
This is better than the...
I'm not even giving you anything.
This is a million times better than reading about this in Cosmo, I can tell you. All right. So the fastest you've went lately, and why?
Well, I was doing 75 and 55, which is slow.
Yeah.
But I was going home because I was in a hurry to cook my pizza from Quick Trip.
Oh, see, dude, you had pizza fever.
Yeah,
I get you. I get you, dude.
I got pulled over.
I get you. Now, see, if that was a prepped, ready-made pizza, I'd already be inhaling that thing.
Well, then I would have ate it on the way.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't have
You would have slowed down. Right? Cause and effect.
But I got away with the ticket. He let me go.
Really?
Yeah, he said he had another call. It was Iowa County Sheriff at 11 o'clock at night. He gave me a field sobriety test that passed that.
Yeah.
And then he said he was going to give me a ticket for the whole 75. And then he came back and he goes, I got a call. I got to let you go.
Oh, yeah, dude. The pizza.
Good thing my phone gave him a call real quick.
The pizza gods. Hey, what? I haven't had a ticket in years. How much would that have been? Did he say?
I would have probably been like $300.
$300. Okay. All right. Thanks, man. 75 and a 55. That's not insane. That's flex line out here. The last ticket I got was at a Sonic Boom in Janesville. We left the hotel, and I was going by the Texas Roadhouse there. Yeah. And I swear to God, that's a speed trap. I saw him there every day after that. We were down there for, 4 days?
Right.
That dude was sitting in the same spot, and he got me. It wasn't even that much. It was like 40 and
I remember that.
25, and he nailed me.
Well, and when you start getting like the 25 and 35 mile an hour zones, you really got to be careful.
Oh,
they'll zap you on those.
They'll clip you.
Or like
good.
They would let you get away with
easy.
10 over and a 55. Right. You're not getting away with 10 over and a 25 or a 35.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
What's fastest you were going? Why?
Made the 10 o'clock news last season on my Yamaha R1.
Oh, yeah.
Facing my son on his Yamaha R6. Flew through a speed trap right before Gammon Road. Cop lit up his lights for a second and then went, shit, I can't catch them guys. 10 o'clock news the next night says, Beltline traffic is out of control. And they showed the radar gun 123.
That was
I'm
you.
sure that was
that was you. That had to be you. Yeah, who else is going?
To be, you know that Yamaha R Series?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's
go that fast.
That's the real deal. That's like third gear.
Hey, will go. Guys, that R1 will go 160.
Hey.
And, you know, people frown when I tell them that, but those bikes are tight, and we do ride responsibly, really.
Dude, were you on the Beltline?
Yeah, on the Beltline.
Okay, going by Gammon.
Gammon Road exit. We were going to take the exit until the cop lit his lights up for a second, I looked at my boy. I said, keep going. We flew through. Took Mineral Point Road, ended up back home laughing in the garage.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Johnny and G, keep it up. I enjoy the show. Thank you both.
Way to set an example. Thanks, Dad. Talk to you later.
Jeez.
Son, we're going to have to change our names and leave the state. They got us. All right. The fastest you were going?
I don't know who that guy was, but you need to integrate him with Paul from AMS while he was listening to music on his fast Yamaha.
There you go. Get some radar jam going on there. That's true. Okay, thanks. I was going. I was coming home from from golfing on Sunday, and I was on the interstate going by East Wash, and it was just a bunch of crap in the right two lanes, 18-wheelers, yada yada yada. Everybody's just crawling, and so I punched it just to get around it all. I was going 110 in a matter of nothing.
Yeah. There's a couple.
And it felt good.
Milwaukee to Madison in 25 minutes, 140 the whole way. Did 123 with my 2015 Honda CRV before the limiter kicked in. Coming back from South Dakota.
That was my next.
Yep.
When we came home, when we hauled back from Sturgis last year, we were at 95 almost all the way through South Dakota.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
Never let up.
Like tickets are like $20, so who cares?
It's self-reporting in South Dakota.
100 miles an hour trying to get around someone driving 72 in the left lane. Fastest I ever went was 147 about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I've been over 200. It's a trip,
crazy.
man. At Road America, it's a trip. You almost never want to do it again.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. God, things are flying by so fast at 200 miles an hour. It's not even real. And you're the thing about the straightaway at Road America is I was in a Jaguar race car, that J220 or whatever. You got to use all of that to get up there. You got to use all of that straightaway.
Yeah.
So you're braking late, and that's where the uninitiated soil themselves.
Yeah, I would have soiled.
Mm-hmm. I would have taken a whiff.
God, you are so kinky. 142 in a 96 Ford Probe GT.
Now we're talking stunt work.
Yeah. I don't know. 186. Oh, my God. 129 in a Lambo.
I could get my old Porsche up to 170 without blinking. It wasn't not a problem. And it was an older one.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the new stuff's 200. It's just whatever, right out of the box.
Well, and like I'm sure everybody
else. Snowmobiles go 130 out of the box.
Like, it's crazy. You can't feel how fast you're going in cars now.
Nope.
Like, it used to be. Yeah. You kind of knew. I mean, unless you're driving our Jeep.
Not an excuse.
Then you're going over 60 because the goddamn thing's shaking.
Yeah, the wrap is coming off one piece at a time.
I wish it would.
Trying to think of the fastest I've ever went on a motorcycle. I was on a friend's Hayabusa back in the day, but I never took that to its limit. I would have died. I think I got that up to 100 and chickened out. It's different on two wheels. It is. It's just different. Although if you're on, the Glide, I'll sit on that Glide out west, do 90 all day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
it gets pretty routine.
I'm not a huge fan of going fast.
Tearing across Wyoming,
Like I'm not a huge fan of going fast on the four-wheeler, on the motorcycle, on the snowmobile. I'm not a huge fan of really going fast in my car either. Like, I get nervous going over 77.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like really going fast in my horse. Like, that's not my jam. I like slow and easy.
That's okay. Self-preservation.
Yeah.
You're alive.
Yeah.
You made it to 40.
God, I know.
I don't know.
I got the chin hairs to prove it.
I got, what's that thing on your head?
Dirty Gertie, my mole.
Yeah, I got the moles to prove it. Go ahead, rub it. Go ahead, rub it for luck. Been working on that for.
That's not what I sound
I've been
like.
working on that since my 30s. Go ahead, give it a rub. Go ahead.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.